morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you listen to this. This is Tanks and Tutties, brought to you by Tubbs and Frankie. This week, we'll hit you with the intro. You just heard that. Weekend recap. Hard Knocks recap. Then we've got our locks and long shots this week. Football is fully back.
We are back.
We've got some college football recap. We had a lot of games this weekend. Once again, not a lot of MLB. How close are we to the playoffs?
Well, it's got to be 3-4 weeks.
Good, because Jesus Christ, that means 4 more episodes of me saying not a lot of MLB, because there's just not a lot to talk about. It's the same old shit. Our playoffs are starting soon.
Maybe
for
something
fantasy.
crazy will happen.
And then probably right after MLB, we're going to hit you with the recap of our fantasy draft for our co-commissioned league. We just had that draft last night. We'll go over our team, some of the fuck-ups and blunders throughout the draft, and some things we noticed, and some predictions. I got a prediction on record, so... Then we've got NFL.
Ooh, okay.
We finally made a decision on how we're going to talk about NFL this season. We're going to give you Paige's picks. Paige is Frankie's girlfriend. He ran down the list of every game. She picked a winner and why. And as you guys are probably assuming, they're not valid reasons, but they are hilarious. Then we're also going to state our winners. And, and then throughout the week, anything big we'll talk about. But other than that, we're just going to give picks pretty much. Probably a recap on the Packers and Lions, too, because that's our teams. And then we've got our Tank Award of the Week and the All-Star Ballot of places to pee besides the bathroom. Then for our wrap-up, it's Tubbs' week for Roulette. Hopefully we can go back-to-back here. That'd be really nice. And then we'll send you on your way for the weekend. So, Labor Day weekend, Frankie, how was it?
It was good. I went to a concert this weekend. My girlfriend and I went and saw Kid Rock. We went to Soaring Eagle Casino. That's where the concert was. So we spent a little bit of time there Saturday and did some gambling. Gambling was up and down. Before the concert, it was good. Started pouring, so then they delayed the gates opening. So then we got out into the field where the concert was and everything, and it was still raining a little bit. Luckily, we had our ponchos, but I was also already drunk, so I didn't really care about getting that wet, yeah. Which was nice. And then about 10 minutes into the Buck Cherry, who opened for
Buck Cherry was there? You didn't tell me that. Buck Cherry's fucking
Buck
awesome.
Cherry open. Yep, crazy bitch had us going. So about 10 minutes into them, it stopped raining, so I was able to take my poncho off, just continue to get wasted. And then Kid Rock came out. It was good. So after the concert, we went back in. Did a little bit more gambling, some more drinking. That's where gambling really just hit the downfall.
The rails.
Craps stole all my money. When we went to Vegas in March, I felt like I was starting to become a craps god. And I think I've started to learn that I'm not. Granted, I did make it last a while, but craps really got the best of me this weekend. Sunday was a great recovery day, and then I had to work for a little bit today, so.
Yeah, who the fuck has to work on Labor Day? Such bullshit.
Well, I voluntarily did it
because
I got 8 hours of paid time off for working 4 hours, so.
Still silly if you ask me.
Can't really turn down free vacation,
That's true, I guess. I had a pretty laid-back weekend. Went to the cottage with the fam. Saturday, I pretty much just hung out all day, hung around the water, did a little bit of day drinking, nothing crazy. And then we had coney dogs Saturday for dinner. Those were fire. And then I got very drunk Saturday night. We have golf carts out there, and funny story is that my younger brother loves to drive them. And obviously, when you've drank so much, you can't drive the golf cart because you could get a DUI. So we love darting around the campground on the golf cart. And, we went for a 2.5-hour ride on the golf cart. And it was just the dumbest conversations, just great time. And then Sunday, on 4 hours of rest.
For 2.5 hours?
You literally he loves to drive, so he just drove around. I like the wind. It's nice and cool, And then we just talk.
You're like a dog.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, that's pretty much it. I'm like, when somebody goes, "You want to go for a ride?" I'm like a dog. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let me grab a couple of beers, But then Sunday we had a tea time at 8:50. Had to leave around 7:30. And I got about 4 hours of sleep, but I golfed pretty well. Sucked because it was raining almost the entire time, but I shot a 99, so pretty right in my range there.
Broke 100. You can't be mad.
No, it should have been a lot better. I left a lot of strokes out there, but I was hitting the ball well, and I've got an outing this Friday at work, or with my work crew, so nice little warm up there. Hard Knocks. I'm going to be honest. Pretty boring episode, correct? You just watched it. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but you just watched it.
Yeah, it wasn't like, I don't know. I mean, it was a lot of talk about who was going to get cut. And honestly, the thing that pissed me off the most about this episode was they talked all episode about who's going to get cut. And then they didn't show who was going to get cut. Like, they're saving that for next episode.
Well, they didn't.
And now we all already know who's going to get cut.
They didn't show the cuts because nobody had been cut yet.
Oh.
When the episode aired, they hadn't done cuts yet. But
I guess that's
you
true.
could tell they knew who was going to get cut because they focused on Pimpleton and Ezzy. They just did a bunch on them. Like, Pimpleton took a juggling lesson, and then he was cut.
Yeah.
And then Ezzy, they had a whole thing about... What was it even about? I forgot. I just know he was on there a lot.
Dude, he let David Blau just get lit up at the end of that game.
Oh, yeah.
It was like they literally just didn't put a player out there.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was like, I figured he was gonna get cut, but then as I was watching, I was like, holy shit! Like, I literally saw the first play. I was like, oh, that guy's gone.
Yeah, they're totally doing the whole setup for us to love them thing. So then they get cut.
Yeah.
Like Pimpleton gone. Kennedy got cut too.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I don't think he got cut. I didn't really hear anything about it. Did Craig Reynolds get cut?
No.
Okay, because the way that they made it seem in the episode, I was like, dude, are they gonna cut Craig Reynolds? Like,
well,
you can't cut a beast like that.
Craig Reynolds is like the perfect Detroit Lion running backs. He works his ass off. He's been through so much adversity type shit, and like everybody loves him.
Mm-hmm.
Like his O-line loves him. I can't remember if it was the episode or if it was like a report, but I saw one of the coaches said that if you cut him, you're gonna have some offensive linemen knocking on your doors.
Yeah, that was the episode.
Okay. Just a lovable guy.
I would never want to be the guy that has to make cuts.
Nope, not a chance. I couldn't do it.
Could you imagine? Like, they had to cut 27 people.
You are ruining 27 people's dreams.
Well, not only... Well, yeah, yes and no. I mean, there's some players that are obviously going to get signed. But, like, literally having to pick 27 people that you don't want on your team, that's a lot.
I don't even know 27 people.
Yeah. Do you think... Yeah, that's... I don't know if I do either. Do you think Tim Boyle will become a coach?
No, he just got signed to the practice squad today.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, because he ran that player ran practice.
Yeah, that was
which,
pretty cool.
Mind you, is a genius idea.
Yep. Well, and from the limit, they didn't show a lot, so I'm wondering if like the players kicked out the cameras, but from what we saw, they were like working hard. When you hear player run practice, you think they're probably just slacking off, dicking around, but they were like
fucking
They were
around.
running drills and shit.
Yeah, I think back to like when I played soccer in high school, we always had captains practices.
Yeah, because that's exactly the same
a
as
shit
professional
show.
football.
Yeah, it was a shit show. We literally would just play games the entire time. There were no coaches there.
Just smoke some weed under the bleachers and jack each other off.
No, we didn't have bleachers.
You just did it in the open. we had no shame.
Was not.
We owned it.
Yeah, whatever. Question for you: do you think Jared Goff is actually good?
He is a top 18 quarterback in the NFL.
So he's like the worst of the bona fide starters.
That doesn't mean he's the worst of the bona fide starters.
Pretty
There's
close.
32 starters. And if he's at 18, that makes him damn near middle of the pack. I don't know about your math.
Okay, but how many teams don't have a bona fide starter, though?
Every single team has a bona fide starter.
Whatever. The reason I asked, though, is because, I mean, Mark Brunell loves him. He looks good in camp. He was a former number 1 overall pick. And he played in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I look back on how he looked last year, and he couldn't throw the ball more than 15 yards downfield. So it's hard to put faith in this whole narrative that Jared Goff is going to have this crazy
Neither
bounce
can Tom
back
Brady.
year. No, Brady's different. He hits downfield passes. The Jared Goff, he's so far off. Like, Brady's are close if he has to throw downfield. But Goff, he just overthrows him or underthrows him ridiculously bad. And it's just hard to put faith in that guy.
And I guess during this, like, they've really only shown his upside. Like, they're not going to show Jared Goff, like, being bad.
Exactly. That's the problem with Hard Knocks about, like, getting excited and shit. Like, they made Pimpleton look incredible. And then, you see it in a live game, and it's like, this guy's garbage.
I didn't think he was incredible, but he's quick.
Yeah, he looked fast as fuck. And it's like, man, this guy's going to make the team be sneaky. And then it's like, no, he's actually getting cut. Like, that's the Hard Knocks factor.
Yeah. Otherwise, the only other thing I really had is that David Blau is one tough motherfucker.
Yep, got cut too.
That dude took a beating.
Got cut. Poor guy.
Damn.
Hey,
who the fuck is the backup?
They don't have a backup. Oh, they just signed Nate Sudfeld. Yep, former.
What the fuck?
I think he was the Raiders backup. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, they cut Blau and Boyle, and they brought Boyle back. I don't know about Blau. I don't know if you want two practice squad QBs.
I would have much rather had Blau.
Absolutely, but they might have offered him first, and then he said no. Maybe he's going somewhere else. I don't know. We should have done our homework on that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
maybe he just wants to be on a roster, not a practice squad.
And I think he could be. I think if a team wants to keep a number 3, then he'll be there. Or he just wants to stay a free agent until somebody gets hurt, which inevitably will happen, and then he can get signed somewhere and actually go play.
Yeah.
Or be a backup,
Yeah.
But yeah, boring episode. I think next week's is going to be awesome. Last episode, I think it'll be awesome with the cuts.
A lot of cuts.
Yeah, I think it's going to be sad, but it's going to be, like, cool.
A lot of crying.
I will not cry.
Well, no, I'm saying Dan Campbell.
I don't think Dan Campbell's going to cry. If he cries more than twice, I'll be upset.
I don't know.
No?
He dropped the. I want to know who he was talking about when he said, I had three what the fucks and 2 bullshits in one drive.
Dude, it had to have been Ezzy. Had to have been. That dude was, like, awful. Or it could have been. Yeah. It could have been Boyle. Could have been
Swift.
Yeah, bullshit. He didn't even play when he was talking about it, you dumbass. No, I think it was Boyle, though, because that Boyle drive that they showed a little bit of, he was awful. That ended in that pick.
Horrible.
That was the worst interception I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit boring episode. I did like that his board of, like, cuts and keeps, he pulled down the screen to cover up when he left his office. That was funny. It's like the teacher hiding the homework answers, So, yeah, that's it for Hard Knocks, though. Boring episode. That's okay. You only got 5. You had 1 bad one. That's okay. Or is it 4? I don't know. Whatever. Last episode this week.
That was episode 3, so it's only 4.
Yep, that's right. I'll tell you what, though. The in-season Hard Knocks is going to suck more. Do you know how much shit they're not going to be able to show because it's middle of the season? I think that's going to be boring as fuck. I didn't watch last year's, but I think that'd be boring.
Yeah, that's true. Well, so what are they going to do? Like, when does it start? It's like November?
Yeah, I think it was November.
So by then, COD's going to be out.
And Kyler will be bad.
Kyler is just going to be bad.
How many clips of his stream do you think they're going to use? Over, under, 2.5?
Over.
Oh, shit.
I think there's going to be a whole episode devoted to Kyler Murray playing COD.
What's your KD, man? Oh, I'm sitting at a 1.06. You're garbage. So are you more of a competitive guy, or are you a laid-back, relaxed guy? He's in phase because he's fucking a celebrity. The talent. I tried out for phase once. Just saying.
K1, baby.
Just saying I tried out for phase once.
Of course you did.
I didn't actually. That was bullshit. All right, locks and long shots. Last week, App State, man. You want to talk about a heartbreaker? I got them at +1. By the time this game started, they went to -3 because people hammered them so hard, which is always
they're -2.
That's a great feeling when you take somebody early and then they end up being favorites, and especially the line moved 4 points in 2 days. Ridiculous.
Well, and at one point they were all the way down to +2.5. I think it opened at +2.5.
Like, that's crazy. So that's a good feeling. And then they were down 2 touchdowns kind of late, and I turned it off. I stopped watching. I think I changed to the Tulsa, Wyoming game. But they ended up losing by 2, which hurts for somebody that had +1. But the way they lost by 2 is an even bigger heartbreaker. So they score a late touchdown. with like 30 seconds left. They go for 2.
Hold up.
What?
Are we going to skip the whole part where they put up 40 points by themselves in the fourth quarter?
Yes, I'm skipping that because I only care about the finish. I don't care about how much they put up by themselves. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. Their defense.
62 points combined.
Their defense is terrible.
In the fourth quarter.
Defense is terrible. But anyways, 30 seconds left. They score a touchdown. They go for 2, and then they don't get it. So they're down by 8. Am I saying that? Yes. No. I'm fucking up now. Oh, no. They scored a touchdown to cut it to 2. No. Fuck me. I'm so stupid. Jesus Christ. Wake up. They score a touchdown. They go for 2 to take the lead by 1, which is dumb. They wanted to go for the win, whatever. They don't get it. So now they onside kick it down by 1. And honestly, did you see the clip? Didn't it look like they purposely fell down to let them score on the onside?
I didn't really pay attention to it that much, but I heard you say that, and I don't know, like
it looked like, which is it's a smart fucking play. And if they did that on purpose, all the power
because
to them.
like if North Carolina would have just fallen on it, it would have been game over.
That's the point. Is that
it's like I guess once you see him pick it up and start running, then I guess I would have been like, hey.
No, they didn't see him pick it up.
Let
though.
him score.
They fell down before he even had the ball. Like that whole side that they kicked to, they just kind of fell down. One of them got truck sticked, but dude returns it, scores a touchdown. Now you're down 7. They kick the extra point. Now you're down 8. They fucking drive down and score, and they go for 2 again, obviously, because you want to tie it, and they don't get it. And it was close, too. The running back was backpedaling. The quarterback threw it just a little bit too high. So that one lost.
It was in and out of his hands.
Dude, just disappointing, especially +1, man. But people that had -2.5, I can't even imagine. So that was a heartbreaker. But this week, let me tell you guys a little story. When Tubbs is in the stadium, good things happen to his bets for whatever reason. I think I've brought it up before. And Tubbs is going to be in the crowd for Michigan versus Hawaii this Saturday. Now, Michigan spread, they're -50. I don't like it. I'm taking the over 64.5 this week in the stadium. Lock it up. We're going to get back on the train. We're at 5-7 right now. We got to win 2 in a row to get to 500. I might start throwing out 3 a week. I don't know. But that's what we're going with this week. What do you got for your locks?
So I just, before we get there, I just watched the clip of App State, North Carolina, the onside kick.
Yeah.
They did not purposely fall down.
Yes, they did.
Every single one of them got trucked.
Right, but do you think they purposely got trucked is what I'm saying. I'm not saying they fell down. I'm saying they purposely...
No.
Not a single one put their arms up or made an attempt to get around.
Here,
I saw the clip.
No way.
Look at Homeboy.
No.
Look at Homeboy running after him. He's not running full speed. He's jogging.
The guy coming from the side was. The guy behind him wasn't going to catch him.
All right, tell me your lock, and I'm going to watch this 3 times and point out to you that it's on purpose.
So, my lock, I had Utah -2.5. Just dumb. Horrible bet. I should have known better. SEC teams are going to beat any other conference, no matter how bad they are. Utah was number 7 in the nation, and they lost straight up to Florida by 3. Wasn't good. However, actually, I'm going to give out my long shot first because it plays into my lock. So, my long shot last week, we had Arkansas -6.5 with the over 51.5 against Cincy. Arkansas won 31-24. If you can do any math there, that means Arkansas won by 7, and they scored 55 points. So that's a W on the long shot, put me at 3-1-2. This week for the long shot, we're going to take the Jags money line going up against the Washington Commanders, who they say that they have their number 1 running back. But do I really believe them? Absolutely not. Also, Carson Wentz is their quarterback. Now, my lock. Arkansas got us a little sweaty. Didn't even pay attention to the game. Saturday night, I told you I was at this concert getting hammered.
It was sweaty.
Didn't even know what was going on. To see that I hit it by half a point, awesome. Arkansas's got my back. Lock them up. Arkansas -8 this week.
Who are they playing?
I couldn't even remember, to be
Jesus.
honest with you.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm pulling it up right now.
This guy takes a lock and doesn't remember who they're
Cincinnati
playing.
was okay team, and Arkansas did what they needed to do. Arkansas this week against South Carolina.
Spencer Rattler.
Don't care.
Watch out.
He's albino. Albino.
You just offended the whole albino community.
What, like all 4 of them?
I think there's a lot more
Don't
albinos than that. I've seen 2 in my lifetime.
Well, I
There's gotta be more
guarantee
than
you,
4.
out of our 5 listeners, none of them are albino, so we're good.
That's true. All right, my long shot this week. I took Michigan minus 49.5 last week. They won by 44. Bummer. Whatever. Don't care. I'm 4-5 on long shots. This week, we had a little conversation about long shots. Since we have so many that we're waiting for and all that shit, I don't want to do that anymore. So we said anything that's above plus 105 can be a long shot. So this week we're taking Lions money line against the Eagles. I think the Lions should not be plus 165. I try not to bet with my heart, but it's the Eagles, man. It's still Jalen Hurts. He still has to prove himself. It's the Lions. Just take the Lions.
We've been talking all offseason about how much we love Jalen Hurts.
Listen.
And
I love Jalen Hurts.
Tried to get
not
him,
against the Lions.
We tried to get him in our fantasy draft.
Yep.
I'm high on A.J. Brown. I love A.J. Brown.
That's fine.
Devonta Smith.
That's fine. Have they heard of somebody called Rodrigo, though?
I guarantee you Jalen Hurts could outrun Rodrigo.
He could probably outrun him, but can he avoid the sack when Rodrigo's coming through the middle like a fucking bat out of hell?
Yeah, by outrunning him.
No, not when he's surprised. So, we're taking the Lions money line this week. See you guys next week when the Lions win. College football, man. Woo-wee. My Saturday was awesome. I actually ended up watching a lot more college football than I thought. Threw a lot of bets out there. Won some, lost some. Saturday night killed me, man. I was up big. And then I'm sitting there. I was texting you. Fucking Wisconsin, the over. I had their spread at 34.5. And then the over was at like 38.5. And it was 14-0 halfway through the second. I'm like, this is easy. And they only scored 3 more points before halftime. I was like, okay, got some work to do. And they fucking came out hot in the second half, and they won 38-0. So I missed my over by half a point, and I did not put a responsible amount on it, so that sucked. But I did hit the over 34.5 at plus odds, so I don't know.
That one was a bummer. Like I said, I didn't watch much of it, but, I mean, we're going against Illinois State, so I just kind of figured it would be a breeze.
You'd think you'd score more than 38, though, right?
It's a Big Ten team.
And your 5 stars. Illinois State is not a Big Ten team.
No, I'm saying Wisconsin's a Big Ten team.
The only excuse for it's a Big
much.
Ten team is when you play one, you don't put up a lot of points. Not when you play Illinois State. Look at all the other Big Ten teams. They put up points.
Anyways, you also had a note in here that Graham Mertz still sucks.
Yeah.
How can you say he sucks? He went 14 for 16 with 219 yards and a touchdown.
Because he only threw 219 yards against Illinois State.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but Wisconsin is kind of RBU. Our 18-year-old
Wisconsin is not RBU. Get the fuck out of here with that. You ever heard of Alabama? Try to out-name me with Alabama running backs versus Wisconsin running backs. Try. Let's go. You say your first
Jonathan Taylor.
Okay, Derrick Henry.
Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, bum. You lost right there.
Melvin Gordon.
Fine. Let's see where we go from here. Najee Harris.
Ron Dane.
He did not perform in the NFL, did he? I don't know. You're getting too far back now. Nah, see, you're killing me with this fucking backup to 1964 bullshit. How do you even spell
he was
Dane?
In the Dayne.
Don't get me wrong, dude was a stud in college. I understand that, but I don't think he performed in the NFL.
You ever heard of
his nickname Thunder?
Monte Ball?
Yeah, he sucked in the NFL. It's fucking garbage.
James White?
Yeah, dude, Ron Dane only rushed for 3,700 yards in the NFL. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
James White, Dare Gumbawale.
I'll give you James White. He's very decent backup. But Alabama's running back you.
I don't know.
I'll give Wisconsin O-line you. I'll let you have that one.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
But Braylon Allen, dude, that dude's a fucking beast.
Tell you what, Wisconsin.
He's 18.
Wisconsin will do nothing with Graham Mertz at quarterback. They will not make the Big Ten. Oh, I can't say that though. They play in the weak side. Realistically, Wisconsin should be in the Big Ten championship every fucking year. How'd you let Iowa beat you out last year when they fucking won? Did you see the Iowa game, by the way? Holy fuck, 7-3, and they didn't even score a touchdown.
It didn't even score a touchdown. Nope, two safeties and a field goal.
That's why you punt from the 40 to pin him at the 1 right there. wins football games.
I was just like, Jesus
The
Christ.
over was 41.5. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
OSU, dude, they didn't look good either. You didn't see any of that game. I forgot you were drinking all Saturday night. OSU looked bad.
I
man.
kind of did. I saw a little bit of the end.
Dude, they looked bad. They couldn't cover. That fucked me too. An Ohio State cover would have made me a very happy boy Saturday night.
It's because they're all focused on their suits and everything.
You know, idea for an all-star ballot. All-star ballot of teams on our do not bet lists.
Oh,
Put that on the list. We'll do that next week. We're going to do that next week. Add it to the list though so we remember.
that's a good one for the first week.
We can't do it right now. We're already set on ours.
No, I know, but like after the first
Oh,
week, we might
okay.
be able to add some
Yeah,
more.
that's fine. That's fine. I added a couple last weekend. By the way, Michigan is going to kill Ohio State this year. It's not even going to be. I'm not going to say kill because it's in Columbus, but OSU just did not look good, dude. Notre Dame is overrated as fuck, and they only scored 21. Their offense just looked fucking disconnected as fuck.
It's week 1.
I understand that, but look at teams like Georgia who played a ranked opponent. They looked fucking fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
49-3, dude. Crazy. I had the under in that game too.
SEC is built different.
SEC is fucking nutty. That's true. That's about all I got for college football.
One
honestly.
of my bad beats for this weekend, by the way, was the MSU game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had the over 54, 54 or 54 and a half. I think it was 54 and a half. And they won 35-13. That's 48 points for those of you math folk. And listen, I had my heart was dead set on taking the under. And then somebody was talking about it at work, and somebody goes, "No, dude, you have to take the over. Michigan State has a bad pass defense, and they're just way better than Western Michigan. So, like, they'll give up points, but they're going to score a lot of points," which kind of happened, I guess.
I don't think 35 is a lot.
But, dude, it's week 1. Teams don't have their offense under any control yet. Just, it's a Big Ten team playing again, and it was an under.
Now, that was a bad beat for you, but I had a good win in the state game because I had their spread. And
Minus 21.
Western Michigan, I almost said West Virginia. Western Michigan wound up going for it from like the 35, which I guess you have to, down 22. But there's like 2 minutes left. And they didn't get it, obviously. So then MSU's on the 35. I'm like, oh my God, score a touchdown. You'll cover. And first play, fucking 40-yard touchdown. I was electric. That was a great win.
Yeah.
Oh, sorority girls at football games are back. That's one of my favorite aspects is when they do the pan of the crowd and you just get to look at all the sorority girls because you can tell. You know you can tell.
One of your favorite aspects?
And tit specs.
Oh. Okay.
I like them both. You know,
Makes sense.
people ask, "Are you an ass or a tits guy, Tubbs?" And I'm like, both.
Best of both worlds,
Why prefer one over the other when you can just have both? I mean, everybody's got them.
It's true.
So, all right, MLB, do you have any actual news or do you just want to not talk about MLB at all? Because I have nothing. I have nothing to talk about other than the fact that we're 1 week away from playoffs and maybe we'll have something to talk about then. But we just
1 week away from
fantasy
playoffs.
football or fantasy baseball playoffs. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Not really. I mean, the AL East is getting tight. The AL Central
How are
still tight.
How are the Orioles?
The Orioles are 9.5 back in the division.
What about wild card?
And 3.5 back the wild card.
Reggie. Maybe that's what we're doing for the rest of the regular season.
They have a 2.5 game lead on the Twins and even bigger on the White Sox for the wild card right now.
Dude, the White Sox are they're 500.
Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on. The Brewers are going to miss the playoffs, though, and it's just...
Here's what we're going to do for the rest of the regular season. We're going to give an update on Reg's Orioles, and we'll pick them up as the... what's the term I'm looking for here? Not inaugural, but, fuck it. We'll talk about the Orioles, and then we'll give an update on your Adamas bet.
Okay.
Don't need one this week.
I do want to ask you a question here and see if you know.
Okay.
So, the Mets have been really good, right?
They just lost to the Nationals.
What? Okay, but they're 85 and 50.
Yes, they've been good. Yes, I'm just giving you shit.
How many games do you think they're leading the NL East over the Braves by?
Oh, I just saw this the other day. It's not a lot. It was like, I'm going to say 3.
It's 1.
I was going to say, I just saw the other day. It wasn't
The
a lot.
Mets have a 1-game lead.
Well, dude, they're falling apart. They're losing to
the
the
Braves right
Nationals.
now.
They lost the series to the Nationals, didn't they?
I don't know if they lost the series. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, like they're
Lost
that's
2 of
the team
3.
you need to
They
fucking
lost
beat.
7-1 twice.
That's the team you need to beat.
Well, I mean, the Brewers. I mean,
And fuck the Brewers. They're out of the
Yikes.
playoffs. That's why we're not talking about another team that
they
starts with a
lost
T
3
that
or
will not be
4 to
named.
the Diamondbacks this week.
Diamondbacks are on a tear. Let's get into NFL, man. I'm excited.
Kind of
Let's do
are.
NFL. I'm getting excited. Paige's picks.
Okay, where do we want to start? Paige's picks.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you start with?
I didn't know.
I mean, there's no news.
Should we just go by game and give our picks and Paige's picks per game?
Yeah. Do you have the note open? That's what I'm going off of.
Yeah.
I didn't write my picks down. I'm kind of just going off the rip. Do you want to write these down?
So am I.
I guess we can listen back
I
later
can.
for ranking purposes. We'll just listen back later. All right, so do you want to read them since she's your girlfriend, the reasonings?
Sure.
All right.
So we got first game, Bills versus Rams on Thursday night. Paige says Rams. #go Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Little backstory, she graduated from high school and their high school mascot was the Rams. So
She will probably be
She's a big
taking
Rams
Rams
fan.
every week.
I would expect to hear #go Rams every week.
I wonder if they said, ask her for next week, ask her if they said ram up or, like fire up chips. Do they say like ram up?
Well, so she does this little thing with her hands, kind of like the Longhorns, but she curves the pinky and the index finger to make it look like a ram. Do you think opponents did rams down?
I don't know, but rams up kind of looks like, what does that look like? Kind of looks like the fish that,
Said the sloth.
no, maybe a sloth. I'm thinking of like, Sid the Sloth. That's what it looks like. That's what I was thinking. The widespread eyes.
Yeah, Sid the sloth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who are you taking though?
I'm taking the Bills.
Okay.
There's no chance. Like, Matt Stafford is really dealing with whatever he's dealing with in his arm. And the Bills look unstoppable, dude.
I forgot
They're so
to
good.
mention that we will also give our picks and a little bit of reasoning, and we'll keep track of record throughout the whole entire season. And we should do a little thing for whoever does the best. They get something. We can figure that out. I like that. Maybe a dollar amount, or maybe pay for the drinks or something. I don't know. I'm also going Bills though. Like you said, Stafford. He's got that elbow thing, and it's Josh Allen. I fucking love Josh Allen.
All right, then we got Saints Falcons. Paige is picking the Saints because she says she is a Saint, and birds are not real, so she can't pick the Falcons.
I'm telling you, dude, these reasonings cracked me the fuck up. I'm so excited. But I mean, she's a Saint.
Are we also in agreement here though that the Saints are going to win this game?
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Okay. I mean, Jameis.
Fucking Jameis, man, he's back. Most Improved Player award.
It's Jameis season.
I do have to point out though that birds, in fact, are not real. I'm glad she has hopped on that train.
Okay. 49ers Bears. Paige's pick says the Bears because she hears a lot of shit about the 49ers, which I would have said the opposite, but
Yes, I agree.
being a Packers fan, I would have said I hear a lot of shit about the Bears.
Yeah,
So
it's the Bears
Which
O-line. Justin
maybe-
Fields is gonna be running like for
maybe
his
this
life.
means I need to talk more shit about the Bears because she's obviously not hearing enough. Yeah, 49ers are going to kill them. That's not even a match.
Yeah, I'm on the 49ers train too.
Although, Trey Lance.
Is he starting? Did they announce that yet?
I don't know. I would assume
That'll be
he is,
interesting to
but-
see. Next up.
Steelers Bengals. We got a Bengals with a really hard fuck the Steelers. From Paige.
Now, listen,
So-
I gotta make sure with you here. These are all her words, correct? You didn't put anything here?
No, these are literally all her words.
Yeah, I just want to make sure because there's.
I felt like I was being a journalist.
The next one broke my heart because of what she said. But yeah, I'm on the Bengals too.
Yep, Bengals.
That offense is just too good.
So then we got the Eagles Lions. Now, this says nothing. I did not say anything to her. She was in the living room when we were watching Hard Knocks. And she said, quote unquote, Eagles Lions. The Lions suck. They're not going to win. The Lions never win. They're a joke. So I'm assuming she's with the Eagles on this one.
I wish the listeners could see my face right now and just the sheer amount of disappointment in my eyes. Because that is fucking bullshit. She obviously hasn't been paying attention to Hard Knocks to see that we're back.
Or she knows truly who's going to win that game.
You're taking the Eagles too?
Absolutely.
That's tough. I'm taking the Lions, obviously.
Well, of course
I'm gonna take the Lions until they lose, which might be this week. It very well could be. But I'm gonna take the Lions.
Okay.
I like this one. I like this one.
Patriots, Dolphins. Now I'm going to try my best with this one. She said, Dolphins. Wait, never mind. The Patriots have that old dude, Brady, right? Wait, I'm going to look it up. And then after she looked it up, she said, oh, shit, Brady plays for the Buccaneers. I said, yeah, he does. And then she said, well, the Dolphins are cuter, so I'll pick the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins jerseys better. And then she said, that was a hard one. And I have to agree. I'm really torn on this one. I think I like the Dolphins.
Really?
I think I like the Dolphins.
This is a hard one, but I do not have the same reasons as Paige.
But the thing is, Jalen Waddle's kind of banged up.
I'm actually afraid of dolphins. I've seen a lot of videos of like dolphins killing people, and this trainer got killed by a dolphin down in Miami, and so I'm afraid of dolphins, and that's my reasoning for taking the Patriots.
Because they have that human instinct in them.
I'm taking the Patriots.
Trying to be
Dolphins are fucked.
Oh, Dolphins are not.
That will be a fun game to watch, though.
Yeah, well, and also, the Dolphins usually beat the Patriots once a year.
It won't be this week, though. What's your formal pick? Are you taking the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You were kind of back and forth there for a while.
It's tough, but I'm gonna take the Dolphins. Ravens Jets. Paige says New York because have you ever seen a Raven? They're fucking ugly. Now, Ravens are ugly, but it's the Jets, and like as much as I love my dude Zach Wilson, we don't even know if he's gonna be playing. Like, if he was going to be playing, I might hop on this train.
It's insane that there's a chance he might play, though, after that injury.
Literally. He's like 3 weeks out of a torn meniscus, and they're like, yeah, he might play. I don't think he's going to, but do you?
No, I don't think he plays. No, I think they sit him at least once.
If he does, he's really got that dog in him.
Yeah, I'm on the Ravens, too. There's zero chance they win this game or lose this game.
Yep. Browns, Panthers. She said Panthers, brown is an ugly color.
Did she happen to look up the Panthers uniforms?
I like the Panthers uniforms.
No, I know. I'm not saying they're ugly. I'm just wondering what she thought of them.
Oh, she probably loved them.
Yeah, figures.
She loves North Carolina, so she loves the baby blue ready.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers. I mean, the Browns are gonna start Jacoby Brissett, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Browns.
And Baker revenge game. Oh, whoa.
Yep. Browns defense is still
good. Baker revenge game?
I understand that. However, the Browns defense is still good. Brissett has won games. He's been a starter, and you still have Nick Chubb. Your O-line's still decent. I think the Browns can pull this one out.
CMC, DJ Moore.
Listen, we can sit here and disagree all day. I'm just giving my opinion. Just like Paige gave her opinion. I didn't talk shit about her for taking the Jets, even though it's a dumb fucking pick.
Interesting.
At least she had a funny reason, though, for the Jets.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got the Browns.
Okay. Packers, Vikings. Said, I feel like the Packers are going to win. That's what she said.
No, there's a little bit more to the end of that. I want to hear you say it. Say it with your chest, boy.
said, but right hashtag fuck the Packers.
All right, that's better. That's better. That's better.
So she does not like Aaron Rodgers. She likes Jordan Rodgers, I think is his name. I guess he was on The Bachelor or something. I don't know. It's his brother. But I guess he was on The Bachelor or something. And so she likes the Packers this week. She was going to take the Vikings, but then she realized it was the purple people is what she said. So she said the Packers are probably going to win, but she doesn't like them. And I agree. The Packers are going to win.
So she's taking the Packers, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm taking the Vikings. Justin Jefferson,
why?
Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins doesn't get credit. He's a decent quarterback. And it's a toss up, I don't know how the Packers offense is gonna look. I know their defense is gonna be good, but
apparently I am concerned about this week actually because apparently some news came out that Allen Lazard might be a little banged up. Which, if that's the case, then I would assume Randall Cobb is our number one.
Yikes.
I would assume.
Who's going to step up? Somebody's got to step up. Get that old man out of there in the wheelchair.
Romeo Dobbs, baby.
Yeah, I got the Vikings.
Okay. We have disagreed on a lot of these.
Actually, we were agreeing on a lot, and we've started to disagree now.
Giants, Titans. Paige says, Titans, but they both sound irrelevant, which I feel like is a fairly decently accurate statement.
Well, the Giants are irrelevant. I don't think they sound irrelevant because Giants is like, holy shit, they're a giant, but they're irrelevant.
Yeah.
I got the Titans too. That's quick and easy. They're going to stomp them.
Yep. Did you hear the news about Traylon Burks?
I did. I tried to pick him up in one of my leagues. I don't remember, and somebody picked him up.
Yep, I saw it.
Was that my league?
Was
that
our yes?
Okay. No, it was definitely the other league.
It was in Hanky Spanky.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a solid number 2, and apparently he's fucking shooting for that number 1 spot.
Yeah, I mean it's Robert Woods is the number 1. Like,
could be good if he's healthy.
I can tell you, I'm doing some best ball lineups. I did one this morning, and I just missed out on Traylon Burks, and then I saw the news, and I was I had him in my queue. He got picked like 2 or 3 picks before I was gonna take him, so I was like, shit, like Traylon Burks, like, okay, whatever, like it's not a big loss. And then I saw the news, and I was like, fuck, like I need to do some more best balls, and I need to get him in my lineup. So I think I'm probably gonna run one of those back tonight, try to get him in. But next game we got Raiders-Chargers. Paige says, I can't do Vegas dirty like that, but they are flooding. The Chargers are cooler, and Vegas probably hasn't had time to practice because there's a monsoon going on there. So she's picking the Chargers.
Now, I brought this up when we were on the phone earlier. I don't know if she realizes, but they do practice indoors, not on the Las Vegas Strip. So
yeah, I understand. But she did make a good point. She said, if the casinos can flood, why can't the practice facilities?
Well, I guess that's true. But I haven't seen a thing about the practice facilities flooding. But I agree with her. I'm taking the Chargers.
No, me neither. Yeah, me too. Herbert, Eckler.
Enough said. Keenan Allen. Defense. Khalil Mack. Enough said.
Yeah, I mean, the Raiders got that one guy at receiver, but...
Like one of the top 5 guys in the league? Top 5, not 5?
Something like that.
Devontae Adams?
Something like
from
that.
the Packers?
Yeah.
Who didn't have a receiver and refused to pay him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. But I think it's going to be a good game, but I think the Chargers pull it out.
I think so, too. And it's in LA, so...
Yep.
So next we got the Jaguars and Commanders. Now this one got a little controversial. We were talking about the Commanders. She said, who the fuck is that? And I said, well, they used to be the Washington R words. And I told her what it was. And then she decided to make a gesture.
She did.
Yeah, yep. And then she said, I'm taking the Jags. Both sound irrelevant again. Can they both lose? And
Yes.
I've never felt more connected to something. This feels like a game that could finish in a tie.
Are you going to take a tie?
No, I already took the Jags in my long shot, but This does feel like a tie.
It definitely, when she said that, I was like, oh my God, can they both? I was like, wait a minute, they can, because a tie is, you don't win, that's a loss, right?
It's not winning.
Yeah. I'm taking the Commanders, though.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the Jags, man. I think they're going to be bad forever and ever and ever. There's going to be a 2-win team for
I used to
their entire
love the
life.
Jags jerseys.
They have great uniforms, great city, some cool fans, and, the Duval thing is cool and all, but I feel like the Commanders slide out with a dub.
I don't know. We'll see. I am a little worried about the Commanders' running backs, though.
Yep, especially the one that got shot.
Well, besides him. J.D. McKissick's injured. Antonio Gibson can't hold on to a football to save his life.
I might bet on Dotson to have 100-plus receiving this week. The odds on that would be nuts.
They might just not run the ball this week at all.
Just
They might
and
only
makes a
pass.
huge stamp.
What if they only pass?
That's what I'm saying.
Colts Texans. She says, Texans. They don't have the Cowboys cheerleaders, but they're from Texas, so yeehaw. Now, she obviously does not know about the Texans.
There's not an ounce of football talent knowledge inside of her brain.
Can you name 5 starters on the Texans offense?
Me?
Yes.
Davis Mills, Brandon Cooks, Nico Collins.
Good. Good.
Rex Burkhead.
Nope.
He's not there anymore?
I don't know if he is, but he's not the starter.
Oh, starter. That's right.
We know
that's
who
right.
the starting
That's
running
right.
back
Damian
is.
Pierce. Sorry. I thought you just meant 5 on the offense. That's 4. And come on, Jake. Go one more. Oh God, who's their tight end? Who's another receiver? I already got 2 receivers.
You're not going to get his tight. You're not going to get their tight end.
I'm gonna throw a shot out there and say Laramie Tunsil. Is he still there?
Is he
Offensive lineman.
I don't think he is. Laramie. I don't even know how to spell that.
While you're looking that up, I'm gonna give my reasoning.
Tunsil.
I'm taking the Colts, and so is Frankie, because it's the Texans, and it's Jonathan Taylor, and it's Michael Pittman, and it's Colts defense. Enough said. Laramie Tunsil, what do you got?
He is on the Texans.
Is he a starter, though? Go to their depth chart. I'll read the next one, yeah?
Sure.
All right. Chiefs and Cardinals. Reasoning. Chiefs, period. They're kind of racist, too, aren't they? They have an arrowhead as a logo. Yes, it's kind of racist, but not enough where they have to change their team name yet. So
Agreed.
This is also a good pick. Chiefs are going to win this game.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Wow. Is Larry Tunsil starter? Have you figured this out yet? I'm so fucking good, man. That was 5, right? Let's fucking go.
It was.
Fucking go.
I would have said Brevin Jordan for their tight end, but he's not a starter. So
Who is their starting tight end?
Pharaoh Brown.
Yep, wouldn't have got that one. Why are you taking the Cardinals over the Chiefs?
Dude, Kyler
Oh
Murray,
my gosh.
week 1.
Oh, that's right. There's
Every
a
year.
reminder coming soon.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure there's a reminder to bet the Cardinals week 1.
I think there's one for week 1, and then I think there's one for like early November to stop betting the Cardinals.
Yeah, stop betting
And
the
bet
Cardinals.
against them.
I do remember that. Also, I look at the Chiefs and I'm just like, who's their number 1?
Juju.
First off.
Actually,
Okay,
Travis
who's
Kelce
after
is the
that?
first. And then it's Juju. And then it falls off a cliff.
And then who? Okay.
Are you
And
trying
how's
to
their
compare
defense?
like wide receiver? Their defense is still bad. If you want to compare wide receivers, the Chiefs have a better core than the Cardinals.
No, I'm not trying to compare wide receivers. I'm just saying, like, we're so used to seeing the Chiefs with Tyreek Hill and fucking Mecole Hart. Well, I think Mecole Hartman's still there, but like whoever they had, they made something of it, and now like they were all there for a couple of years, and now they just completely lost who they had and the chemistry with Tyreek, and they bring in a whole new group of wide receivers. Defense still isn't good. I don't know. I like the Cardinals this week.
It's still Mahomes, and I think he can figure it out. So, all right, next one.
I mean, he probably will. It'll be that's a you know what that game is?
That's a what?
A hammer the over game.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna write that in my notes.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take the over.
I wonder what it's at. We should look before this podcast is done. How about while I read the Bucks
looking
Cowboys,
right now,
you check
you go
the
ahead.
overs for that game. Bucks Cowboys. This isn't going to surprise anyone. She said Cowboys. She said cute cheerleaders. She used to watch the Cowboys cheerleaders TV show, whatever that was. And then she also said fuck Tom Brady once she figured out that Tom Brady was on the Buccaneers. So she's taking the Cowboys. I think I might also take the Cowboys. And listen, I fucking hate the Cowboys. But I think they're better built right now than the Bucks are.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys too.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think the Bucks have an off year, but I think they still make the playoffs, but they're going to start slow is my guess, especially with all this Tom Brady shit
Also,
with whatever's going on.
Yeah, I was going to say that weird thing
Whatever
is
the fuck is
going on with Tom
apparently
Brady.
him and Giselle are in a fight, or they're getting a divorce, or whatever that is. I think it's going
He
to
looks like he's on cocaine.
He looks like a heroin addict, yep. So I think whatever that is, that's going to be in his head, and I think the Cowboys get out of here with a win. The over for Chiefs and Cardinals is at 53.5.
Oh, absolutely. I might just throw everything I have in my account on that one.
I'm going to have to take that one. It's 425 game, too, so you can hit your bets at 1 and then go take that. Maybe even get it live at lower.
There's got to be a lot of 425 games, right? Because I think it starts with the Packers-Vikings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, I think. Oh.
So, not a lot. All right,
Okay.
we got to go, man. We're going long here. All right, Broncos-Seahawks. I'm going to read the last one because this is my favorite one right here, I think. Broncos make me think of Western, and I hate them.
Michigan.
Western
Michigan.
But the Seahawks made me think of Seagulls, and they're also bastards. We'll go Seahawks because they're feisty bitches. That was the reasoning.
That's not
That was the
happening.
reasoning I was hoping for when we came up with this idea, and that's exactly what we got, except you're incredibly wrong. Or she is, sorry.
Yeah, Broncos are just going to absolutely kill
Russell
them.
Wilson revenge game, it's over, man. Broncos all the way. So, also,
Yeah.
we're going to skip the fantasy, summary, I guess you could call it, because we've gone so long.
Yeah, you can check out our TikTok. We'll drop a sweet TikTok of
We'll
our
drop
team.
a TikTok, and then next week we'll figure out how to shorten up some of our shit so we can actually talk about the team, because I do want to talk about that, but we'll talk about how the
Well, we'll have to talk about how our team won. So.
yeah, we're gonna, especially like when it's like, holy shit, it won by the biggest margin of the whole league. So that is the end of Paige's picks. Thanks for tuning in. That's a lot of fun. I think we're gonna do that every week. We just gotta make sure we shorten it up a little bit because we're going real long here. So take award of the week. Nominees. We got Darnell Washington. I don't know if you saw this guy, Frankie. 6'7" tight end. Looks like he's like about 300 pounds. He's just flat out a tank. He's quick. The only play I saw him have is like a little tight end screen, and he's running down the sideline. He's actually got speed, and then he hurdled a guy. So homeboy's a fucking tank. Then we've got...
Was it hurdling, or did he just step over?
No, it was a hurdle. He got off the ground. It wasn't... He didn't go over the dude. Like, dude wasn't standing. He was diving, but he still, like, jumped. And it's like, dude, you're 6'7", 300 pounds. You shouldn't be able to do that. So that's why he's on there. Pittsburgh and West Virginia fans. I don't know if you saw this one. They had the backyard brawl, the first one in like 15 years or something. It should be every year because it was an incredible game on a Thursday night. They ran out of beer before the second half
How does that even happen?
because they sold so much because those fans are fucking tanks. They ran out of beer. A full stadium ran out of beer.
True. I think of West Virginia, and I just think of people that live in the mountains drinking beer 24/7.
Exactly. They can hammer it. And Pittsburgh. It's that whole fucking, what do you call that? The Iron Belt? Is that what it's called?
The Steel Belt.
I don't think it's the Steel Belt.
Steel
I
Belt.
don't think it's the Steel Belt.
It is. It's the Steel City.
Is it the Rust Belt?
No, it's the Steel Belt.
I don't think that's what it is.
I'm telling you, it's the Steel Belt.
Same thing, whatever. But these people that they go work in these factories, they can just hammer beers. They probably saved up to go see this game, and they just fucking hammered beers, so they sold out. We've also got Frankie.
I'm looking up Steel Belt.
He was hammered on Saturday at a concert in the rain. He continued to gamble, and he worked on Labor Day. Did you want to say that other point you got on there?
That's up to you.
I mean, yeah, it's up to you. I don't care.
Nah, we'll leave it out.
Okay.
Fuck, it's a Rust Belt.
I said that once. I had like 4 of them, but I told you, dude, it's not the fucking Steel Belt.
It's the Rust Belt.
It's the Rust Belt. Yeah. So, and your winner is... Fuck, I'm still deciding. I don't know. You're out, by the way. You're not winning. We're gonna go with the fans. I mean, that's just impressive to hammer out an entire stadium's beer in one half. So we're gonna go with.
I mean, it was a tough loss, but you can't win them all, and there's nobody else I'd want to lose to than fans who were just drinking so much beer that they ran an entire stadium out. So,
Yep.
We'll just have to get it back next week. Second is the first loser, so I guess I'll take third this week.
I'll give you third. That's fine. Let's get into
not first or last, which I was last this week. So
technically not
thanks
last
for
because there's a
keeping
lot of people that didn't make the list. So at least you made the list.
I don't need a participation award, right?
All right, who won the All-Star ballot last week? Probably you. We're gonna say you just to save some time here.
So I hate to break this to you, I forgot to put up a poll this week.
Oh.
So nobody
I'm
won.
going to give it to you, though, because I think your list was better than mine. So we're going to get this started.
I agree.
What is your first pick for the All-Star ballot of places to pee besides the bathroom?
There is no better place to pee than in a body of water.
Great pick.
You're out in a pool swimming, you just let it go. Nobody knows. Yeah, there might be a warm spot, but it's sticking to you. Nobody else is going to know. Unless there's some color changing formula in that water, you're safe.
Which there is. I think it's a natural body of water.
Ever since grown-ups.
A natural body of water is the best place to pee. Without a doubt.
Oh, yeah. If you're in a lake,
yeah.
Hell
you just feel so free. Great pick.
Yep.
My first pick, I'm going to take the tee box on a golf course. It has to be a specific tee box, though. It has to be one where maybe you're like facing some woods, or like you're not pissing right in front of your buddies, but you're faced the other way, but just peeing off of that tee box. It feels like you're marking this. This is my fucking tee box. I'm about to go smash a drive, and you just piss out there. And you don't have to.
You own that tee box.
You own the fucking tee box like a dog. They pee on all the shit, so they mark their territory right. I'm marking my territory. This is
a
my
lot of
tee
things
box.
that are connecting you to dogs this week. Are you a
I'm
dog?
a fucking dog. I got that dog in me. Second pick. What you got?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with off a patio.
Ooh.
You walk outside. You get a raised patio. Yep. You just can't even see it landing. You're just like, oh, free.
It's like it's going into a black hole because you don't see it.
Exactly.
Especially if you're pretty drunk too, because you're not really listening for it either. So you're not.
Well, and I'm also like saying that you're peeing outside in the dark off a patio.
Correct.
Like, you're not just gonna go out there in the middle of the day and do it. So.
I mean, unless you got that dog in you.
Yeah,
also, disclaimer: we have not peed in all of these places. We have peed in some of them, but
my two I have so far.
I think I'll have a pick that I haven't actually done, but I want to. I just haven't found the correct scenario yet. So, for my second pick, I'm not taking this one. That'll be an honorable mention. I'm gonna go with the side of a house.
Oh,
you're drinking, you go outside, it's dark, that's my favorite thing to do. Is us men, we like to pee outside, and on the side of a house you can draw, and when it's dark you can make a drawing, and then when you're done, whip out your flashlight and see the art piece you just created. I like to draw letters.
I feel like Da Vinci out there.
I do too. I feel like a goddamn Michelangelo.
The control I have,
yes.
Just
especially when you're drinking too, because you have such a solid stream, you can make a nice little picture.
Well, and also once you break the seal, like you just have to keep going.
So you
could start off your art piece, be back out there in 10 minutes, and finish it up. Like just reload.
Absolutely. Your third pick.
My third pick. I'm gonna go with not the most comfortable, but in a bottle.
Oh, damn.
Not one you really think of. Yep. But, sometimes you're just in a crunch and you really got to pee. Yep. And the only thing you got around, say you're on a drive.
Long drive.
You're in the middle of nowhere. Grab a bottle, baby.
Yep.
That's why you always get that extra Gatorade.
Absolutely. And then it's even better, too, if you have to pee but you haven't quite finished it yet, and then you chug the last half. Because you're like, I got to pee, man. And you just chug
so then you just refill up the bottle.
Yep.
The worst part about that,
and then
though.
You drink the rest of that like Bear Grylls?
No. I was gonna say the worst part is if you have to pinch off because the bottle's too small. Never get a small bottle.
Reload! I need a
That's
bottle.
where you-
Reload.
Start spraying all over the car.
My third pick.
Hit a bump.
I'm taking In the Snow.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Why did I not have that on my
My
list?
favorite is like when you're peeing in the snow, first of all, because it turns yellow. Hilarious. You have to be dehydrated for that one, but I usually am. Nice and yellow. And then it'll steam too because it's real cold. And then you just feel your piss steam hitting your body, warming you up because you're cold out there. That's enough said, man.
It's the steam kind of smells weird.
Yes,
but
you got to try to turn your head and just have it hit the side of your face. But it's the same thing too. You can make a picture. You can lots of things you can do in the snow.
So the steam is kind of like little pee droplets, right?
Technically, I would say.
So it's like
you're pissing on
like
yourself.
You're peeing on your face.
Yeah. I'm gonna take back that point about the
Well, I'll
steam.
stick to that then. I'll say my fourth pick: your pants. Pee in your pants. Nothing shows that you're a man like just standing there and letting it flow in your pants. I think of football players, the most badass football players always piss in their pants. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, I just wasn't expecting that.
Sometimes you just don't have the time to go to the bathroom. You just make do with what you have.
So wait, did you
man.
only take picks that you've done?
No, that one I've never done, but I want to, especially if it's cold outside.
Do it right now.
Say
right now.
like, no, I don't have to pee right now, and I don't want to ruin my nice chair. So, but like, say you're at a football game, it's middle of winter, freezing cold, blizzard, like especially like I'm used to being at Lambeau.
Are you defending pissing your pants right now?
Absolutely, it keeps you warm.
I can't believe what has happened with this list.
I'm not sure what's wrong.
It started
here.
out with like satisfying.
Just shows you're a
places, and
man.
now you're talking about pissing your fucking pants.
Shows you're a man.
Okay, my pick.
Only real men piss their pants and aren't ashamed.
My
to do
last
it.
pick is the parking lot.
Okay.
I've
had
a couple times.
Good pick, but not as cool.
Not as cool as pissing your pants, I guess.
Exactly.
I mean, I've had a couple where like you kind of get to pee on like a downhill slope in a sense of the parking lot. You can just watch your stream go, and then it's like almost gonna hit the tire of your car, and you're like, oh fuck, I just pissed on my tire. But then you're like, it's a tire, whatever, it'll come off.
Oh, that was a missed one. Damn.
What, peeing on your tire?
Peeing on somebody else's tires.
Peeing in somebody's gas tank?
Ooh. I also had shower.
Oh, big miss there. I didn't even have that one.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna take it honestly, but I had in the woods.
Yep.
On a wall in an alley.
That's kind of side of the house.
Which kind of goes with on a house. Yeah.
I had the side of the interstate.
The sink.
I had the sink as well.
Sink.
I had a sump pump.
I haven't done that. Actually.
I haven't either, but I feel like what's wrong with doing that?
It just pumps it back out of your house.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
If I had to and I was like in the basement or something, I probably would.
Yeah. Diapers.
Oh, yep. I had to go along with that, I had the bed.
Trash can.
Yep. Didn't even think of that one.
Weird one that I kind of experienced. I didn't personally do it, but on the nightstand.
What?
We were at a baseball tournament. Somebody got very drunk and woke up in the middle of the night, thought they were in the bathroom, and just started peeing on the nightstand.
Oh my God. Ooh, shout out to Papa Tubbs. His pick would have been, what the fuck is the term for that? What's the grate, like where your heat comes out? The vent.
Oh, the heat vent?
Papa Tubbs peed in a vent one time.
Dude, I saw that on a list somewhere, and I was why is that
he's a sleepwalker, and it was really bad when he was a kid, and he just pissed in the vent one night.
Yeah, one time I was sleepwalking and I almost pissed in the bathtub. So
not as bad as the vent though,
because
the vent it's like, where's this gonna end up? You know.
Then you smell it.
Yeah, I don't know what they did for that. I should ask him.
Do you have any more?
No.
My last one was a school playground. So let's wrap it up.
All right, moving on. It's my turn for roulette. I'm very excited here. My number this week, there's a story behind it. We're taking number 9. It's for my boy J.J. McCarthy, starting quarterback at Michigan. Should be starting quarterback. He's starting this Saturday. I'll be there. Night game, going to be a lot of fun. And that's why I'm taking 9 this week. What's your number and why?
I like 25 because it's been in the 20s a lot recently, and every time I'm like one number off. It's always like 24 or 23, so it's got to go up eventually, right? And 25 is just a great number, so I'm going to go with 25.
Yep.
I'm hoping I get that giant lightning boost, and we hit 2 in a row.
Here we go. We're spinning.
We
are spinning.
Are we live
We are
right
live.
now?
Nice and quick. Give me 9 and 22.
Here we go.
9 and 22. Ooh, none of our numbers got zapped.
15, 3,
This is going to pay out 150 if it hits them.
1?
Come on, baby. 9.25. 9.25.
All right, so
it's got to be red. Is that 9? Is that 9?
It's black.
Ooh, it was
36.
Red. It was a 36.
Wasn't that the lightning number?
Yeah, 100x. Wow. That would have
Damn.
been cool. That would have paid out. If I would have put $5
Yeah, I almost
in
went with that. That was my second number.
Shut the fuck up. You can't say that to me. That would have been 1,500, right?
5 at times 100 would have been 500.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I was thinking it was 100 times the payout, like before.
I don't think so.
That makes sense, actually. Oh, I want to see. I'm going to let it go one more and see if one of our numbers gets hit just so I can be in pain. Would you have 25?
Well, that's a bad idea.
9 and 25?
Yeah, 25.
We took 2 red numbers. That's bad
Well,
luck,
as you
too.
do that, I'll wrap us up.
You
as
go ahead and
do
wrap us
that,
up.
if you're okay with that.
It
All
was
right.
17.
So, guys, this is a little weird. I haven't done this before, but have a great weekend, everybody. Let's hit some tanks, adore some tutties. What are you doing this weekend?
I am going to the Michigan game, and I am moving.
I'm going to another concert. I'm probably going to be drunk again at a Sam Hunt concert. So, we're going to enjoy our weekends. But if you guys could go out and like, subscribe, leave a review on the podcast, and then we'll make sure to get the ballot out this week on Twitter so you guys can actually vote and we can get a winner.
Vote
And
for
then
Tubbs 2024.
Keep an eye on the TikTok because I am going to drop a nice TikTok of our fantasy team this week. So it's going to be pretty sweet. Go like that up. But other than that, enjoy your weekend, guys.
Peace.